garden fresh basil, smoky chipotle peppers, shiitake mushrooms, cheese, and dough. Fresh ingredients to build the most flavor in our pizza. Let's check out this recipe from the Kaiju verse called Godzilla's Spine Pizza. The shiitake mushrooms simulate Godzilla's spine and give this dish an umami taste and a kaiju look. Let's hurry up and make our pizza so we can eat it as we watch some Godzilla flicks. The recipe only makes one pizza, but since I want to double the sauce and have 2 pizzas, I will make enough dough for 2 pizzas. If you want to make one pizza, just have the ingredients. Yeast takes a few minutes to bloom, so we'll get started by adding 2 teaspoons of yeast to 1 1/3 cups of tepid water. The yeast will get kind of foamy and start smelling really good. You can swirl the yeast so all of it is in contact with the water. While we are waiting on the yeast, in a large bowl, combine 4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Mix your dry ingredients together before moving on. By now, the yeast has bloomed and smells really wonderful, so we'll pour this into our dry ingredients along with 4 tablespoons of olive oil. Mix everything together until the dough comes together and is slightly tacky. You might need to add a little more flour to get the dough tacky and not sticky. I switch from the spatula to my hands because it is easier to mix and knead the dough with my hands. If you don't want to use your hands, you could always use a stand mixer instead. The kneading process will take about 5 minutes. Cover the dough with saran wrap or a wet towel and let it rise for an hour until doubled in size. While the dough rises, let's move on to our pesto sauce. Before we make the pesto, I want to show you that I will be using black garlic in place of regular garlic for this recipe. Think about it. What kaiju wants regular garlic? The black garlic comes as a whole head. As you can see, once you open the top, there are no separate cloves. Before we add our garlic, let's start by adding 2 packed cups of fresh basil to a food processor, followed by 1 chipotle pepper in adobo, a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, a 1/4 cup of pine nuts, and salt and pepper to taste. Next comes that garlic. The recipe calls for 4 garlic cloves. I think I'll use 2 heads of black garlic for this recipe. Blend these ingredients together, then add 1/2 cup of olive oil. Scrape down the sides of the food processor as necessary and continue to blend until your sauce is smooth. Pour your sauce into a container and set it aside. I wanted to make a more intense batch of chipotle pesto sauce, so in the food processor, I combined the same amount of basil, Parmesan, pine nuts, salt and pepper, and olive oil. What I adjusted was the amount of black garlic and chipotle peppers. I put in 3 heads of black garlic and 6 chipotle peppers. I blended everything together and poured it into a measuring cup. You can see the color difference of the regular green pesto sauce and my intensely flavored red sauce. Can't wait to try them. Now that our sauce is done, let's get back to our dough. But before rolling out our dough, please take a moment to hit the like button and consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. Punch the dough and knead it a few times, then split the dough in half. Roll out 1 piece of the dough into whatever shape the dough wants to be formed. Usually, a pizza is a circle, but I've never been able to get even a decent circle when rolling out dough. So, go with what you like and what works. Your dough should end up being about 1/2 inch thick. If you roll it out too thin, the dough won't hold the toppings. Transfer your pizza disc to a parchment-lined baking sheet. Now for the fun part. It's time to assemble our pizza. Pour your sauce over the pizza dough, leaving about 1/2 inch around the edge for the crust. For our cheese, we have 1/2 cup of Parmesan and 2 cups of mozzarella. I used a mozzarella ball for shredding my cheese, and it seems like it has a higher moisture content than a block of mozzarella. If you plan to use a mozzarella ball, just letting you know that you might have a bit of a hard time getting your cheese to bake and not add moisture to the pizza dough. For the spine, we will use about 1 cup of sliced shiitake mushrooms. I also had some button mushrooms from another recipe and decided to add those as well. We'll bake the pizzas in a 500-degree oven for about 12 to 15 minutes. The baking time all depends on how you like your pizza. If you like a softer crust, aim for the 12 minutes, and if you like a harder crust, go for the 15. Remove the pizzas from the oven and allow them to cool for a minute before slicing. I tried to get a good shot of some cheese pull action for you. I'm getting a bit hungry. What about you? Let's try these out. For our original recipe pizza, the fresh basil in the pesto brightens and cuts through the dough and cheese. The mushrooms are really good too. The flavors are clean tasting and almost subtle. This is a great dish for those with palates that don't like super intense flavors. Now for our red chipotle and black garlic pizza. Oh yeah, I like this one better. The smokiness from all the chipotle peppers adds another layer to the basil pesto. The garlic is a bit stronger, but it doesn't come through because we added way more chipotle peppers than garlic. While I like both versions, this one is my favorite. Your turn. Try making this pizza recipe either as it was intended or the super chipotle way like me. Tell me how it went for you. If you like this video, consider dropping a like and subscribing. See you in the kitchen for more of my cooking adventures.